standing. Now, it is a tad algid outside. I know this is going to come as a shock, but I'm not really that fond of temperatures in the serious negative below zero range. That does irritate me just a little bit. And as some of you may know, I'm going to be on the road for the next 6 weeks or so. So if you see me not here, it's not because I don't love you guys. I do love you guys. I'm going to be visiting some Toastmaster clubs in Tucson, where it is decidedly not algae. I love road trips. I absolutely, positively am in love with road trips. My wife and I get a chance a few times a year to hop in the car, head out, and our preferred method of going is to know where we start from, to pick some number of days, we have some destination in mind, and to find a different way to go there that we have not been before. And I would like to just take a few moments to express some of the fun things we have seen on the road while driving around in this great country. And the first thing I'd like to talk to you about is one of the best drives in the entire country is to drive from Idaho Falls to Bozeman, Montana. That is a phenomenal drive. The road comes right along the Snake River. And one particular spring, we were driving, actually I believe we were driving down, we were going the other direction from Bozeman to Idaho Falls, but either way the road goes both directions. There was a late spring snow about a week before. And we're driving along, and the river is bubbling with life. You're driving down, there's the road, the river, and the mountain. And the stream is, there's streams, there are channels of water pouring down the mountain. They're erupting, literally. It's huge flow. It hits the water. The water is absolutely crystal clear. The sun is out. It is beautiful. There are people fly fishing. There are people whitewater rafting. Might have just been out for a canoe ride, but with all that water in there, they were whitewater rafting. We're driving down. It was so incredible. At one point, you're on the road. We pulled off the road. You take 2 steps, and you're on the edge of the river. And at one point, I said, this is just incredible. We stopped, and I hopped out just to walk around the car a little bit, and I stuck my hand in the water of the Snake River. Ice. It was absolutely frigidly cold. It was so crisp. It was just exhilarating and alive. A stunning drive. Highly recommend it. Another drive. One of the benefits of the drive, by the way, is that you discover these little hidden gems. So another time down in, I think it's Clinton, Oklahoma, which is take 35 down to get to Oklahoma City, you hang a right on I-40. And in Clinton, Oklahoma, you'll find the Route 66 Museum. Now, we were driving along, and it's like, all right, it's time for a bathroom break, time to stop, get a little snack. We pulled off, and there's a little diner right next to this museum. We stopped, had a little cup of coffee and a snack. We said, all right, there's this Route 66 Museum. Let's just take 5 minutes and just walk through, 15 minutes, whatever it is. We were ahead of schedule. We were there for hours. We could have been there for a long time. There's a room for every decade that Route 66 was in existence. They have artifacts, they have cars, they have everything from the very, very early days, when it was the way to get out to California, and the Dust Bowl and the migrations and all that, up through the hippie, flower-painted, peace sign vans. You go through they give you a little cassette player, okay, with actual tapes. Shows how dated they are. And you go through this little self-guided audio tour. $3. Fantastic. Totally unexpected gem. Totally unexpected gem. Maybe one more. When you're driving down I-25 in New Mexico, south of Albuquerque, drive for a couple hours, and run into Hatch, New Mexico, which is at the intersection where actually I-25 comes down like this, I-10 goes across like this, Hatch is about over here, Albuquerque is up here, a little town over here called Deming, And you can go all the way down to Las Cruces down here, but it is much faster to take the shortcut on the hypotenuse of the triangle. Well, Techmaster, you know these things. Hatch, New Mexico is at the north end of that triangle. That town was 90% blown away a few years ago when they had unbelievable, devastating rain in New Mexico, which they don't have a lot of, but they had tremendous amount of rain. It is a kind of a poor little town. It is billed as the chili capital of the planet. When you drive into Hatch, New Mexico, coming off the highway, you go past down this little main street, and then you kind of go the back way. All you see are these stores, old stores. These kind of tin roofs, a little rust on the roof, and just a galvanized metal, and covering the roofs, all to the southern exposure. Chilies, just Anaheim chilies. They're out there drying in the sun. If you go there when they're harvesting, they've got what looks like a wastebasket, big galvanized kind of metal basket, mesh basket, was packed with chilies over a fire, and they're turning these things, and they're roasting the chilies over the fire. The whole town smells like smoke, roasted chilies. It is absolutely the most delightful little place if you like chili. Now, I will tell you that if you go to Hatch, New Mexico, and you stop for lunch, even when the menu says not spicy, do not believe it. My wife Marie was rather annoyed because she doesn't like spicy food, and we went to the most crowded, hot happening local place in the entire town, and she damn near died because it was like, oh my God, this is really bad. I, however, loved it. It was fantastic. But we then found another place to eat shortly thereafter because she was just like, this is going to burn holes in the sun. But if you like the road, you have to stop in Hatch, New Mexico. I would just like to encourage everybody. Explore this great country. The journey is the destination. And you cannot really get the feel for this country flying over it. You have to drive through it. Give yourself a little extra time. Stop and explore the amazing things you will find along the way. It will enrich your life in ways you cannot imagine. Mr. Toastmaster.